Our top story tonight. Today is a very special day. It's Vijay Divas. On this day, December 16th, 1971, India scored its biggest ever military success as an independent nation, defeating Pakistan at war, forcing a surrender and eventually leading to changing the geography of the subcontinent with the formation of Bangladesh. Today is the 50th anniversary of that historic military win. But an ugly political face-off is casting a shadow on the celebrations. On a day when ideally government and opposition should have been united in celebrating Vijay Divas, the fact is we live in hyper-polarized times. The Narendra Modi government stands accused today of not mentioning former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi and her historic role in providing political leadership at that time on this anniversary day. The Congress now accuses the BJP of misogyny and ignoring Indira's contributions. The BJP and the Modi government's response: today was a day to celebrate our armed forces, led by the one and only Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw. So where does the truth lie? Has politics now coarsened to the point where even military victories will leave us a divided nation? That's what I'm going to discuss in a moment. But first, take a look at our top story tonight.
The 1971 war, India's finest military hour. 50 years ago this day, India pulled off the biggest and most decisive victory in a war. Prime Minister Narendra Modi led the celebrations, marking the glorious win on Thursday. The Prime Minister received the Swarnim Vijay Mashals, which he himself lit last year, and merged them with the eternal flame at National War Memorial. The flames over the year were taken to key 1971 battlefronts and houses of war veterans. Prime Minister Modi also tweeted, acknowledging the contributions of various heroes. In all the celebrations, one name was missing, that of Indira Gandhi, who was the Prime Minister then. The omission has raised a political firestorm. In a series of tweets, Priyanka Gandhi called the government misogynist for excluding India's only female Prime Minister from its Vijay Divas celebrations. Congress MP Rahul Gandhi, at a public meet in Dehradun, said Indira Gandhi was ignored as the government is afraid of the truth.
आज फंक्शन हुआ है, बांग्लादेश लड़ाई का फंक्शन हुआ है दिल्ली में, उसमें इंदिरा गांधी का नाम तक नहीं है, क्योंकि सच्चाई से भाइयों और बहनों सरकार डरती है। नाम हो या ना हो, मैं जानता हूं इंदिरा गांधी जी ने इस देश को अपना खून देकर क्या किया, मैं जानता हूं।
The controversy has turned into the latest flashpoint between the BJP and Congress.
आज चंद लोग इंदिरा गांधी जी को बुलाना, उनके काम को एक पीछे छोड़ देना और उन्होंने जो किया है उसको याद नहीं करना, ये काम आज की सरकार कर रही है।
ये राहुल गांधी, सोनिया गांधी और प्रियंका गांधी, इनको देश का इतिहास भी पता नहीं जी। ऐसे कुछ मन में जो आता है ऐसे बात करते हैं। सैनिकों ने काम किया था, हमारा सैन्य ने काम किया था, उसके बारे में प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जिक्र किया है। उसमें सबके पॉलिटिकल लोगों का ही नाम सभी टाइम लेना ऐसा है क्या? कुछ कानून है क्या?
Did the Narendra Modi government omit Indira Gandhi, whose contribution is widely acknowledged in Bangladesh, on purpose? The Congress claims so. Either way, an ugly political fight over the Vijay Divas was something the country could have done without. Bureau Report, India Today.
Let's raise the questions tonight. Is the Modi government unwilling to give Indira Gandhi due credit because she comes from the Nehru-Gandhi Congress family? Is 1971 to be seen as Indira's finest hour, or should the credit go almost fully to the military and not to the political leadership? Should today have been one day where the BJP and the Congress would have come together to celebrate this special occasion? These are some of the questions that I want to raise tonight. I am joined by Mridula Mukherjee, historian, Lieutenant General Sanjay Kulkarni, former DG Infantry, Uttam Kumar Reddy, Congress spokesperson, himself a member of the armed forces, Sudhanshu Trivedi, BJP spokesperson, joins us. To you, Mr. Trivedi, first, because the charge which is being made is Mr. Narendra Modi's government on Vijay Diwas forgot that there was a certain Indira Gandhi who provided political leadership to the country at the time. 50 years later, was that a deliberate omission, or do you believe today was not the occasion to remember Indira Gandhi, focus only on our armed forces?
Rajdeep, who has started deleting the legacy of Indira Gandhi? It was Indira Gandhi who has said, I will not allow any infiltrator to come inside India. Those who are of older generation remember, 5 paise ka ticket laga tha, which was called the Bangladesh ticket. Now congressmen say, we will allow everybody inside. Indira Gandhi vouch, I will throw all the infiltrators outside the country. They say, no, 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 there should be humanitarian ground. They should remain inside. Indira Gandhi bought the Enemy Property Act. Those who have migrated to Pakistan, their property should be confiscated. And UPA has overturned that. कि राजा महमूदाबाद को सारी उनकी प्रॉपर्टी मान के सारा का सारा दे दिया जाए. And can you imagine, Rajdeep, at the time of Indira ji, can any of the Congress leader would have dared to hug the Pakistan's general? Can any of the Congress leader have dared to say that Pakistan Prime Minister, ye hamara sabse aziz dost hai? Can you imagine at the time that a family member of the Indira Gandhi has been quoted by the Prime Minister of Pakistan, as Rahul Gandhi has been said, who has squandered and vanished the legacy of Indira Gandhi? It was not us, sir. It was they. And as far as the political leadership and the credit is concerned, yes, I acknowledge that Indira Gandhi has taken a very brave step at the time. But when the issue of surgical strike came, which is a purely political decision, then they say no standing to the political decision, despite the press conference was done by DGMO. And in the case of 71, when Pakistan attacked India, was the political leadership at the time was having any other option except to fight? No, sir. And as far as the dexterity and inside the government has happened, you read the book Mitrokin's Archive, KGB and the World Part 2, and the Yuri Bezhnev, who was a KGB spy living as a journalist, and what he has said to the interview after 1991. अब मैं उसमें इस आज की डेट में नहीं जाना चाहता, बट मैं कहना चाहता हूं इंदिरा जी की कांग्रेस और राहुल गांधी की कांग्रेस में यही अंतर है कि इंदिरा जी ने पाकिस्तान के टुकड़े करने का काम किया था. इनके दो मिनिस्टर जाके पाकिस्तान में कहते हैं कि इंडिया के प्राइम मिनिस्टर को हटाओ, और पाकिस्तान वाले इनको जिगर का टुकड़ा नजर आते हैं.
Controversial, a lot of what you said. I allowed you to speak because you, in a way, the government has to respond. But before I go to the Congress, I want just one clarification. I asked you, Sudhanshu ji, at the start, was it deliberate to keep Mrs. Gandhi or Indira Gandhi's role out of any of the celebrations today? Or was it, according to you, the appropriate thing that the focus should only be on the military? That you don't even mention Mrs. Gandhi in all the statements, the tweets and the various homages that have been paid today. Was that deliberate?
I just want to say, आज इन्होंने जनरल बिपिन रावत के लिए इतनी बड़ी रैली में पोस्टर लगाया था. द सेम बिपिन रावत वाज टोल्ड एज सड़क छाप गुंडा. हैज दे apologized for that? I want an answer. And Rajdeep ji, since our childhood we have heard 71 India, Pakistan Indira Gandhi ने बनवाया. As you tell me a single statement of the any congressman जिसमें उन्होंने पैराट्रूपर्स को लीड करने वाले जनरल जैकब, चीफ ऑफ द ईस्टर्न कमांड जनरल जगजीत सिंह अरोड़ा और जनरल सैम मानेकशॉ के लिए एक भी वर्ड बोला हो कि इन्होंने बड़ा काम किया? बताइएगा कोई स्टेटमेंट कांग्रेस के लीडर्स का.
There has been a lot of acknowledgement of the role of Field Marshal Manekshaw in particular, but Uttam Kumar Reddy, lot of food for thought given by Sudhanshu Trivedi. It's one thing for the Congress to constantly hark back to Indira's legacy, but they say, according to the BJP, your party itself is undermining Mrs. Gandhi's legacy. Her legacy, according to them, was that of the muscular nationalist. They claim the new Congress's legacy is not that. How do you respond that they claim you don't have some sole prerogative or monopoly to decide how the present government remembers 50 years of the 71 war?
Rajdeep,
Yes.
let me first, introduce myself properly. I'm a former Air Force fighter pilot.
You are, yes.
I was decorated for gallantry, and I'm also a student of military history. What you asked and what Sudhanshu replied, what he spoke about was all irrelevant to what subject we're discussing today. I must tell you, Rajdeep, when I was in the Lok Sabha when it started, and when I heard the Lok Sabha speaker's statement on the Bangladesh Liberation War 50th anniversary, I was a little surprised because there was no mention of Mrs. Gandhi's role. Then later I also came to know that neither the Prime Minister or the Defence Minister, nobody had the courtesy or the grace to mention Mrs. Gandhi's decisive, spectacular leadership, which helped, which was instrumental in India winning the 71 war so decisively. Rajdeep, in the last 100 years, probably one of the most decisive, significant victories in any military war was the 1971 war. It is undoubted to any military historian that India achieved that kind of a result largely because of Mrs. Gandhi's leadership. Whether it was handling of the international affairs, signing of the cooperation with the Soviet Union, ignoring whatever the US was bullying tactics, sending the 7th Fleet into the Indian Ocean, she stood her ground, she encouraged our military leaders, and of course, we all know, I won't go to the details of the war.
Uttam Kumar Reddy, why should the military
It is
leaders
really
also
shocking,
not, 1 minute,
and
why should the military leaders not get their due on a day like today? The Congress party may believe that Mrs. Gandhi
100%
solely
they
is
should
instrumental, provided the leadership. I don't think anyone denies Mrs. Gandhi's contribution. But if the military today is celebrated, why is it's not as if the BJP has said that Mrs. Gandhi did not play an important role. I haven't heard a BJP leader, at least as far as 71 goes, attacking Mrs. Gandhi. They attack her for the emergency of 75. They don't attack her for 71. They cannot afford to. There's nothing to attack her on.
The statement of the statement in both houses of the parliament today, or what the Prime Minister said, or the Defence Minister said, nowhere have they acknowledged Mrs. Gandhi's decisive, spectacular leadership of the 71 war. You are right about the military leaders and about the military officers and the Jawans. Congress party has never underplayed their role. We have always honored it. I must tell you that yesterday we had our Congress party celebrations of the 50th anniversary of Bangladesh Liberation War. We had Field Marshal Manekshaw, General Jacob, A. Marshal Lal, all of these photographs there, a beautiful photograph exhibition with all the military leaders, and we had several Bangladesh war heroes come and speak on the occasion. So Congress party has always acknowledged the role of the military, but it is very shocking that the Prime Minister and Defence Minister decide to ignore the role of Mrs. Gandhi in 71 war.
Okay.
Rajdeep, I must tell you one thing.
Yes.
I've seen in the last 2.5 years of this parliament, this Lok Sabha, Mr. Narendra Modi seems to have an obsession about underplaying or undermining the role of Nehru-Gandhi family in building India. Whether it is the 71 war or whatever, our first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru's contribution to building modern India, they always seem to wanting to ignore it or to distort history or undermine it. It's totally a lack of grace, cheap, petty politics being paid on such a significant day.
Let me take that to you, Sudhanshu, before I widen it.
Everybody in the world knows
let me take that. You've made a serious you've made a serious accusation. Sudhanshu, please respond before I go to the other. Cheap, petty politics that you want to somehow or the other deny the contribution of the Nehru-Gandhi family, particularly in the context of Indira and 1971, by not even mentioning her in the parliament speeches today. The fact is that Sheikh Hasina today in Bangladesh has acknowledged Mrs. Gandhi's role. She has spoken glowingly about Mrs. Indira Gandhi, and the Prime Minister or the Speaker of the Lok Sabha or the Vice or the Chairperson of the Rajya Sabha do not find it fit to even mention Mrs. Indira Gandhi. I thought your problem was with Jawaharlal Nehru. it now seems to have gone to Indira Gandhi as well. Sudhanshu?
Rajiv ji,
Yes.
I would like to remind, when surgical strike has happened, who
Yes.
has given the statement? Was the then Raksha Mantri or was the Prime Minister? No. Director General Military Operation. Was there any mention that the government has done it? No. They have categorically said our forces have done this operation.
Sir, you had
After
posters
Balakot,
with
who has done
Narendra.
this
Sir,
response?
1 minute.
Indian
You had
Air Force.
posters during the 2019 election campaign with Mr. Modi, along with
मेरी बात
Wing
यहीं पे तो
Commander
आने दीजिए।
Abhinandan.
अरे
Let's be very clear. Let's not say that the BJP did not use
अरे भाई।
what it believed was a strike in Balakot to its political advantage. You
अरे
are
मैं
politicians.
I'm coming on that point, sir. I am coming on that point. What I am trying to say, Rajdeep ji, as far as the official, categorical, technical statement is concerned, even during our government's operation, we have not mentioned any political leadership. We have mentioned only military. So, Mr. Reddy's statement that on parliament, we have said that the forces has done. As far as the decision is concerned, political leadership, तो हमारी मत मानिए, पाकिस्तान के फवाद चौधरी पाकिस्तान की नेशनल असेंबली में बोल चुके हैं कि हमने पुलवामा तक जाके मारा. Then the Pakistan minister has said in the Pakistan National Assembly that the foreign minister has come. और उनके पैर कांप रहे थे, उन्होंने कहा खुदा के वास्ते अभिनंदन को वापस कर दीजिए वरना शाम तक ये अटैक कर देंगे. It is not our statement, sir. And Imran Khan on the National Assembly has said कि ये पुलवामा से ज्यादा बालाकोट से ज्यादा खौफनाक कुछ करने जा रहे हैं. And still they were asking the military to give the proof of the surgical strike. They were using the word surgical strike. Yeah, they were in politically they were using the word sadak chhap gunda. Ghulam Nabi Azad Sahab, leader of the opposition, was saying कि हमारी army civilians को मार रही है. And now they are asking. So I've given a clear answer.
Okay.
On the official technical statements, we have always dealt with military only. And on the political side, you are free to do what you have done, what we have done. Public is saying.
No, the irony is when I hear two politicians on a day like this, and I want to therefore bring you in, General Kulkarni. On a day like this, I would have expected ideally both the government and the opposition together paying tribute to our brave soldiers, speaking in one voice in parliament, acknowledging the role of the military leadership and the political leadership. As a former army man, does it trouble you that polarization now even infects and pollutes in a way our men in our soldiers? General Kulkarni? Okay, we are going to try and check what's happened with General Kulkarni's audio. In the meantime, Mridula Mukherjee, as a historian, locate Indira Gandhi and her role for us in 1971. Because there are now, there are books which have come out saying it was Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw who planned the eventual strategy. There are others who will give a greater role to Mrs. Gandhi. How do you see it?
Well, obviously, it's the job of the army to plan military strategy, not of the political leadership. So that's no surprise or great, research needed to show that. But I think it's absurd, especially in a country which is not a military dictatorship, but where the military has always been, has accepted the political leadership to be the primary decision makers, to even suggest that a major event like India's support to the Bangladesh Liberation War and then the war with Pakistan, the victory, that all this can be only attributed to the military and its leadership, I think is quite absurd, frankly. I think even the question is absurd that how can you not acknowledge that the Prime Minister of that time, Mrs. Indira Gandhi, and the facts are so clear. I mean, right from February 1971, when the whole thing hotted up in Bangladesh, Indira Gandhi was on her toes. She mobilized public opinion in the whole world, and very successfully, especially in Europe, in favor of Bangladesh and in favor of the Indian position, particularly the whole issue of the refugees, 10 million refugees to which we had given.
Ma'am, I'm just stopping you for a moment to say today is Vijay Divas. at the end of the day, today is seen as a major military victory. December 16, 1971 is seen as a major military victory. Now, when, let's say, 50 years from now, if we look back at surgical strikes, the BJP will, and if there's a Congress government at that time, will Mr. Modi be seen as the political leader who sort of gave Pakistan, according to the BJP, a bloody nose? Will he be seen as that? I mean...
So was it the army who decided on its own? What are we talking about? In India, that doesn't happen that way. The army takes orders from the political leadership.
Should the Congress also then be more charitable? Should the Congress tomorrow be more charitable in accepting that the political leadership of this time has perhaps a role if tomorrow there is a military strike on Pakistan which turns out to be successful?
I am not an astrologer. I have no idea, nor am I a Congress spokesperson. So I have no idea what the Congress will do or not do. But I think the principle that it is the political leadership who takes the decisions on the fundamental issues of whether or not to undertake military action. The question of timing of strategy, that is in the domain of the military. The military will tell the political leadership, this is not the right time. We have to wait. We are not ready. This is the right time to, because there will be snow and Pakistanis won't be able to come in, or the Chinese
so
won't be able to.
You're saying you cannot divorce the political leadership from the military strategy. Let me go to you, General Kulkarni. The question I had asked you when the audio went off, in a hyper-polarized world, it seems that politicians even use Vijay Diwas to score political points on both sides. How do you feel as an army man?
Rajdeep Perry, at the very outset, Jai Hind and happy Vijay Diwas to all the viewers.
Jai Hind to you.
I think it's a day to rejoice. It's a day where it's an actual turning point. I would look at it, something that what we speak about it today, jointness and, the whole thing, nothing better than that. I don't think this particular event should be politicized at all. And I don't think it has been seen. It's been seen as a victory for India against Pakistan, surrender of over 93,000 Pakistani soldiers. And the way, of course, the whole thing Pakistanis did, the atrocities that they committed in East Pakistan, which led to the Bangladesh being born. I think we see it in that context. I don't think we should be seeing a celebration with good relationship with Bangladesh, be able to teach Pakistan, be able to tell Pakistan what they did was absolutely wrong, which resulted in what...
No, but should this general be a day when the political leadership's role of the time should also get greater space?
Well, everybody would. You see, Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, as leader of the opposition, called Mrs. Gandhi Durga. What does that show? That shows the kind of leadership that she provided, the kind of input that she got, the kind of faith and trust she had in the military leadership. The military leadership ensured that the victory was possible because she heard them right and said, well, it was not possible in April, it would be done in December. And if you have to go to war, victory and victory alone would help them. And I think the political leadership understood, and that gave them time to go around the world and be able to tell the world. And there's how else would Mrs. Gandhi go on a 22-day?
So in your view, today would be a day to celebrate both the military and the political leadership. Am I correct?
Yes, I would say right. Absolutely right. No harm done.
Okay.
See,
very interesting.
Is of India.
Very interesting. Now, I want to get quick reactions to these questions. First to you, Sudhanshu, and a quick answer. As General Kulkarni said, and it is now accepted that Atal Bihari Vajpayee did call Indira Durga. So at that time, the war brought people together. 50 years later, it seems to divide. I mean, what stops a BJP leader today from standing up in Parliament and saying, today is a day we acknowledge the role of Indira Gandhi? Simple. Why, what would happen if you said that?
He has raised a very appropriate point. In 1971 war, Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji praised Indira ji. In 1965 war, RSS chief MS Golwalkar was called by Lal Bahadur Shastri ji. In 1962 war, RSS has supported so much that Nehru has banned RSS. That Nehru invited RSS for 26 January 1963 Republic Day parade. In 1995, when Atalji was leader of the opposition and Narasimha Rao government was there, and we went to Geneva Atalji led the delegation. In 1974, when Indira Gandhi conducted the nuclear explosion, contrary to the Nehru's policy, we supported them. But what happened? In 1998, when we conducted nuclear explosion, they asked, what is the need? In 1999, Kargil war, what was their action? And Mridula ji has raised a very appropriate point, Rajdeep ji. Political leadership को stand देना चाहिए, बिल्कुल. But Indira ji का statement देखिए 71 में 1 hour air bases were attacked. Was there any option at the time of their political leadership to say yes or no to war? The war was imminent. But जैसे बालाकोट हुआ, तब ऑप्शन था पॉलिटिकल लीडरशिप पे एक्शन लेना है कि नहीं. जैसे 26/11 हुआ, तो ऑप्शन था एक्शन लेना है कि नहीं. मनीष तिवारी की किताब ने साफ कर दिया. एंड द बैरक ओबामा's book Promised Land had said कि मनमोहन सिंह has not taken action with a fear that BJP may got affected. यहीं पे अंतर होता है, कहां पॉलिटिकल लीडरशिप की इंपॉर्टेंस है और कहां फाइनली 93,000 prisoners of war were there. East Pakistan got Bangladesh.
Uttam Kumar Reddy, if today you expect Indira Gandhi's role to be acknowledged for 71, would you fully acknowledge, for example, the role of Vajpayee for Kargil war? Vajpayee also took certain tough decisions at the time. Yes, there was an intelligence failure at the start, but eventually we had to go and take those heights back. Bravery of our soldiers, but Vajpayee was the political leader. In Balakot, after Pulwama, instead of saying, show us proof of whether the attack has taken place, you could have also said, Mr. Modi, we fully support you. So, is the Congress in a way only wanting the role of the Gandhi-Nehru family to be acknowledged? Is the charge being made by the BJP in a way?
Rajdeep,
yes.
Some of what Sudhanshu is saying, is a distortion of facts. One, when Vajpayee himself was so gracious to address Mrs. Gandhi as an avatar of Durga Mata for winning the 71 war, what prevents their present Prime Minister from mentioning her at all? Second, you are a senior journalist, you have seen how much of publicity they have tried to take for the surgical strikes. I was a fighter pilot myself. I can visualize what the fighter aircraft must have done. Sorry, we don't know what the result was across the border. That is concern. But can you compare Bangladesh war to surgical strikes? I mean, what are they talking? 8 or 10 military aircraft bombing a place across the border. Can you compare it with a war in which our primary enemy nation was dismembered, 95,000 prisoners of war taken, and Pakistan's fate was changed forever? India's image in the Committee of Nations grew up hugely after the Bangladesh war. Can they compare Bangladesh war with surgical strikes? Despite that, they have tried to take so much of credit for the surgical strike. They based their entire 2019 election propaganda on the surgical strike. I only feel that it is very sad
there is an important point that Uttam Kumar Reddy makes. You cannot compare whether, let's be fair, Bangladesh, and that's why 71 is remembered today 50 years later. It remains our most significant military victory. Let's accept it. And prime ministers will come and go. But,
yes, of course.
but the government of India is a continuum. Mr. Modi's government is a continuum from the governments of previous political parties. Parties change, governments don't. Today was a day, as I said, for maybe Mr. Modi to reach out to the opposition and say, let's celebrate together. Why is that not possible? Why should the camera always be on one man only?
Mr. Reddy has raised a very valid point. But when the war is fought, it is on two dimensions. One, a military fight which happens on the field in which the army is the leader. And second is a diplomatic fight which is field on the table of diplomacy in which the whole sole authorities of the government. Military has liberated Bangladesh. East Pakistan got Bangladesh. Mr. Reddy said 95,000 prisoners of war. But why we were not able to take POK, which was illegally captured? Forget about POK. When the 1965 war, what they have captured, we are unable to take. That was a purely diplomatic issue. That's why 1999, surgical strike and Balakot, we won both on the military field and on the diplomatic
Sir, is this
table.
the day, Sudhanshu ji, I must stop you. Is this the day to say, I won this?
We won at the
you didn't do
military
this. Is this the
field,
day?
but we lost on the
No,
diplomatic
Sudhanshu
field.
bhai,
इसीलिए
this
उस
was a
जमाने में
day
एक
to
नारा
celebrate
लगता था।
jointly. My point is, this was a day for the government and the opposition to
यही तो
come
मैं कह रहा हूं
together.
भाई, इसमें काहे प्रॉब्लम की बात थी?
वो हुआ नहीं ना?
सर, इसीलिए तो मैं कह रहा हूं आज के दिन
राजदीप
इंदिरा गांधी जी के नाती ये कह देते कि पाकिस्तान के सेना अध्यक्ष को गले लगाना, पाकिस्तान के इमरान खान की तारीफ करना, और हमारे नेताओं ने जाकर जो भारत को हराने की बात कही, सबके लिए माफी मांगते, तब ये कहते हम इंदिरा जी की लीगेसी के, तब ये कहते ना।
Sir, let Uttam Kumar Reddy now respond. Uttam Kumar Reddy, you want to respond and settle this?
Rajiv, give me 10
You want
seconds.
to settle
Rajiv,
this?
10 seconds.
You want to settle this once
Yes.
and for
See-
all? That the Congress party and the BJP today,
See,
if Mr. Modi, 1 minute, if Mr. Modi had invited your leadership to come for a joint function, would you have gone? Or would you have boycotted? I want a straight answer. You had your own celebrations yesterday. The government has its own celebrations today. Why couldn't you have a joint celebration?
See, it is very unfortunate that the government did not involve or inform or intimate or invite our Congress leadership for any of the 71 war celebrations or programs. Second, I mean, my friend Sudhanshu, what is he talking about diplomacy before Balakot, after Balakot? Can you compare with what Mrs. Gandhi did in 1971? There is no comparison.
Okay.
And what have we landed up today? With Pakistan, we are edge of war. With China, we are edge of war. With Nepal, we are hostile neighbor. Bhutan is also ignoring it. What has the Modi government achieved in diplomacy?
Yeah, but again we
Nothing,
find,
zero.
again with due regard, national security is being torn apart on political ground. Just a minute. The others have waited. I will give 30 seconds
Rajiv,
each.
can I
First,
say one sentence?
1 minute. First to you, Mridula Mukherjee.
Can I say one
No,
sentence?
you've spoken. Let Mridula Mukherjee. Mridula Mukherjee, how should today's India, which is watching this program 50 years later, many of them may have been not even born there, see 1971? From a historical perspective, as a historian, how do you see 1971?
I think first and foremost, it's important to emphasize that whatever happened to India as a country altogether. It was the collective effort, including of the Indian people. Military victories are also not ever won without the support of the people. So let's not forget the ordinary people of India. The ordinary people of India who happily welcomed those 10 million refugees who sacrificed so much at that time, because it takes a lot of sacrifice to fight a war. So let's say that the credit belongs to the whole country.
Right.
Secondly, I would say we need to remember that this victory led to the formation of a new nation. It's very, very, very rare that such things happen. And a big nation, not some small nation. Pakistan was dismembered, and the power balance certainly changed in South Asia in India's favor, but it also changed in a much broader region and in the world. Let's not forget how India, with Indira at the helm, stood up to two huge countries, to the US and to China. It's a day of celebration of our courage, of our tenacity.
I agree.
Of the resilience of the Indian people.
I agree, and that's well put. Final word to you, General Kulkarni. If you had to advise at all our political leadership, how would you have told them to celebrate today?
Rajdeep, I'm totally apolitical. I think I shouldn't get dragged into it, but I think the credit goes to everybody. This victory is the turning point. It has really made India a place to reckon with. Pakistan after that is only involved in the proxy war, knowing fully well that they've been dismembered. It's Pakistan and Bangladesh. Bangladesh itself is rejoicing that they've become a country. And therefore, I look at it this way, that all said and done, it was the victory of India. And India means military victory and political victory, diplomatic victory. It was India's victory which led to the creation of Bangladesh.
Sudhanshu Trivedi, as I end, I just want to make a suggestion. This is my belief, that if this was the generation of Indira Gandhi and Atal Bihari Vajpayee, the two of them today would have given stirring speeches that would have virtually acknowledge the role of the political leadership, the military and the citizens of the country. Do you accept? कहाँ गए वो लोग? कहाँ गए वो लोग मैं आपसे पूछ रहा हूं. That's my final question to you. You're the party in power. You could have made the effort today.
वो पार्टी एक लाइन, जस्ट वन सेंटेंस.
Yes.
राजदीप, वो पार्टी जिसने उस आंदोलन का समर्थन किया जिसने कहा इंदिरा को ठोक दिया था, कोट अनकोट, and they shamelessly, blatantly supported the movement, and then they are saying that they are having respect for Indira ji. If you would have an iota of respect, at least one condemnation would have been there when such a dastardly words were used against Indira Gandhi ji कि इंदिरा को ठोक दिया था. And now they are trying to do the politics. That's why I am saying now today's Congress is totally cut off with the legacy of Indira Gandhi ji. So they are not having any moral locus standi to claim that.
Okay. Uttam Kumar Reddy, you get also your 20 seconds.
Rajdeep, most of what Sudhanshu is speaking is, irrelevant, not related to the subject, but it stands out that on, such a day where the whole of the country, you're right, the whole of the political leadership together, the, defense forces, the citizens should have celebrated. Even on such a day, the BJP top leadership, the Prime Minister, the Defense Minister decided to play cheap, petty politics, trying to undermine the role of the Nehru-Gandhi family and ignoring Mrs. Gandhi's role.
I leave it there. You made that
spectacular victory of 71
we leave it there. Nobody can deny the role of Mrs. Gandhi. If you've read any book of 1971, Mrs. Gandhi had an important role to play. So did the military leadership. It was a seminal moment in independent India, and that's why we must acknowledge it. That's why we thought it should have been our top story. Ideally, it should have been without politicians. It should have, in an ideal world, been about remembering the heroism and the valor of our soldiers. But what's happened in a hyper-polarized society is that politics and partisanship, my friends, has taken over. And that is extremely sad. Today was a moment where government and opposition should have reached out to each other and celebrated it together, with the initiative being taken by the government in parliament. It didn't happen. And that tells you the hyper-polarized times in which we live. Indira Gandhi, if you demonize her or criticize her for 75, an emergency, you must acknowledge her role as well for 1971. Think about it. Thank you all very much for joining me. I also had another suggestion. Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw, military person. Today was a good day to maybe give him a posthumous Bharat Ratna. Think about that too.